tactical asset near your position.
I'm bleeding out! How'd you like the taste of freedom?
Orbital strike incoming.
Tagging map.
Objective complete. Mission at 30 minutes remaining. Sub-objective nearby. Objective critical stratagem available. Objective critical stratagem no longer available. Firing orbital barrage, clear the area.
hit!
Helldiver lost. Sending replacement. Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Ready to liberate! Injury? What injury?
Orbital barrage incoming. Stand clear.
Bug outpost spotted! Prepare to exterminate!
Coming in hot. Eagle 1 returning to destroyer for resupply.
Outpost destroyed.
Get some! Get some!
Orbital strike incoming. Firing orbital barrage. Clear the area.
Oh, my lap!
Deploying equipment package.
Eagle back from the nest.
Dropping a pin. Found something! Bug outpost!
Coming in hot.
Firing orbital barrage. Clear the area.
Nailed him. Administering freedom. Eagle 1 leaving combat zone to resupply.
Orbital strike incoming. Terminate outpost destroyed.
Found something!
Super Earth's finest back in action.
Say hello!
Outpost destroyed.
My arm!
Main objective near your position. Sending down equipment package. Objective critical stratagem available. Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
Last reload.
Firing orbital barrage. Clear the area.
My arm!
Allied destroyer joining squadron. Deploying Helldiver.
How's it going, dude?
I'll handle the terminal.
Freedom marches onward, thanks to you. You may proceed to extraction.
I can now. Oh, no worries, dude. Yeah, this is the best place to get them.
Calling in an eagle.
Here comes the cavalry.
Going in and over the front. For prosperity!
Oh, I've got all my bot gear on me. Yeah, the counter sniper is not a bug gun.
Terminate outpost destroyed.
Yeah, it's a weird major order. I'm not. It seems like a bit of a filler to me. I think they're trying to straighten out the whole DSS situation, and they need a little time. So they're not very subtly distracting us with busy work.
Tagging map. West. 200 meters.
So I don't think people are particularly fussed about it.
New man!
Well, it's a hang on, $500 million. It's like $1.5 billion, isn't it? I think it's an option. I think we only have to actually do one of them.
Reloading.
And I think it's like that'll be. I think it's like. I think they might be trying to figure out what the most, favourite machine gun is. I suppose.
Fog tunnel breach.
Hang on. Yeah, by targeting them, one of the 3 designated machine guns. So that, to me, from a grammatical standpoint, yeah, I think it says option 1, option 2, option 3. So I think it's basically first past the post, whichever one hits full first.
Attack underway.
I don't think we've got to work. It's my favourite. It's and let's be real, it's probably because of where it sits in the middle of the pack, medium penetration, medium mag size. It's my favourite support weapon in the game.
Another sample collected for democracy. Rare sample acquired.
God, sniping bug is such a futile exercise.
New mag.
Yeah, I see a lot of people running it against bots, and I'm always glad to see it as well. Oh yeah, people shred hulks with those things. Laser cannons, OG. Oh, there's a ret.
Rare sample acquired. Calling
And
in
another.
extraction.
Mission at 10 minutes remaining. Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
Oh, that will. It's got a little bit of a skill ceiling on it, just because you need to account for leaving that beam on those sensitive spots for a second or two. But it's very powerful, especially since the big patch. Oh yeah, hulks go down easy.
ETA T-minus 1 minute 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, out the window. The thing with hulks is compensating for the head bob. AMR is my go-to on the bot. AMR and Commando are what I'm finding myself leaning on for bots these days. They both work really nicely with jump pack.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Yep.
Eagle back from the nest.
How'd you like the taste of freedom?
Yep. Absolutely.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
No, we're in a good place right now, balance-wise. There's still a couple of things. There's one of my favourite guns at a much earlier point in this game was the Knight SMG on the bot front. There was a point, it's way back now, where just somehow in the damage breakpoints it worked out quite well compared to other automatic weapons. You had to compensate for the recoil, but with the ballistic shield, it was, I don't think many people liked it, but I did. I had a good time with it, but these days, useless. Literally, like, you could use anything and be more effective than you are with the Knight. And it's a shame, because it's one of the prettiest guns in the game. And it's, I like rate of fire. Accuracy by volume is much more my speed.
How'd you like the taste of freedom?
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds.
Reinforcement budget
Extraction
complete.
complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Oh, I can do pretty well with the AMR on bots. Oh yeah, for sure. But then I find with bots that the major thing that helps, I don't know, keep you alive and effective. It's more of a play style thing than a weapon and a loadout thing. For me, it's that combination of positioning and mobility. That's why jump pack is essential. Like, I know people love the shield, but to me the shield's a crutch. Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's got its place. There are certain weapons that I do still pair it with. Like, if you're going to run, like, the Plasma Purifier, and you need to protect yourself for that charge up time while staying on target, Arc Blitzer, the laser weapon's the same for when you need to face down that Hulk and keep the laser on target. Great, it's got its place, but so many people just run it because, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Like, if I get shot, it doesn't matter. Which is just learn to use cover better is like the only thing. I watched a video about this on YouTube earlier actually. Like, it's just use cover properly. Yep. Get prone, get behind a small rock. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did you know the scientific term for a group of bugs is a bane of terminids? The unofficial term...
No, not at all, but I think if you know how to be even remotely tactical, you can buy yourself plenty of breathing room with bots that you can't with bugs. You know what I mean? If you're moving around the map quickly, picking good positions, exploiting their line of sight or lack of line of sight, particularly where geography allows for it. Whereas bugs just seem to be able to know where the fuck you are and send continual waves at you. Like, level 10 bugs is relentless pressure. I love it, it's great fun, but you are on the back foot the whole time. Yeah. Yeah. Now that our arsenal actually has the firepower to deal with them reliably, it's a much easier prospect. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I heard a really good take as to why so many of us just got butchered on the creek, was because the game doesn't have a bot tutorial. The game teaches you how to fight bugs and encourages you to go and fight bugs first, so you do. And you learn to play the game fighting bugs, and then they throw, the bot side at you. You get tempted over there by the major order back in the early days, and suddenly everyone's running around like headless chickens, not knowing how to fight. Like, if you put us back on the creek at the same level of difficulty now, I think we'd walk it. It'd probably be fine. We've got hardened veterans that know what they're doing, but at that point, nobody knew how to fight the bots.
Do your part. Get to work. It's two different challenges, I think, which is what I like about it. Is why I'm very keen to get this third faction in here at some point. Yeah. Yeah, three Devastators was enough to put a proper spanner in any plan that you had. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. It's all about speed of response with bugs, because they're going to be quick, you've got to be quicker. And use of different weapons helps as well. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, you have to use some of the specialist equipment a bit more. I think against bots, it's I mean, we're all used to playing shooters, so once you've got the head around the different, pretty much a case of use cover, use firepower. It's I mean, pop at it, but with bugs, I think you need to be a bit more reliant on fire, status effect, gas, stunning. You need to have an answer crowd control wise. You. Yeah. Oh, Command should listen to us. We should have a podcast. That's what people do these days.
The automatons have stolen something precious from us. Your mission: retrieve it or die.
Yeah.
All the wonders humanity has achieved, the one that cannot remain in enemy hands is, without question, Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Patented nanofragrance technology that literally rewrites your DNA to make you smell like a hero of the Federation. Eagle sweat. Don't just smell it, live it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they've inflicted months of psychological trauma upon most players of this game. They are just favoured foe at this point. Yeah. Yes, oh no, the Striders, particularly above level 8, when you're onto the armoured ones, I think they're the #1 danger factor on the bot front at the moment, is the armoured Strider. The Scouts don't worry, there's so many ways to kill the Scouts, they don't bother me so much. They still hit hard, but it's the rockets and the 360 armour that really makes the armoured Strider a mean little prick. Mhm. Yep. I think this would be a very unpopular take amongst the whingers of the community. I think they could just knock the defences on the berserkers, even if it's a little bit more health or a little bit more, maybe not armour, but just a bit. They used to be quite, scarily tanky. I think they've cut it down a little too much, because that's the bot's pressure unit. You know what I mean? Like, while those Devastators are advancing, you've got to worry about that Berserker rush, and at the moment, we do just kind of melt the Berserker rush. I think they don't want to go OTT with it, you know what I mean? But it would be nice that they're not as scary as they used to be, you know what I mean? Absolutely. Yep. The plasma weaponry is ripping them apart at the moment. Anything, yeah, they just, you know what I mean, because they've got no armor, and it's just a, at the moment, reasonable health. It used to be no armor, scary health pool. Now it's kind of no armor, a bit of health. Yeah. I can't remember where I heard it. I might have made this up. It might just be my own headcanon that I've mistaken for something that I've heard. But I've heard that berserkers are like they're basically failed devastators, or like maybe not failed devastators, but because it's a human brain inside each automaton. Apparently, it's ones that just, you know, I mean, like the routines don't take, and they just become kind of mindless. That's why you can hear them screaming as they get close to you. So basically, the ones that fail the transition, they just slap them in these like basically remote controlled chainsaw bodies and just throw them at the enemy in wave assault. Oh, it's grim. Yeah. Yeah, there's a human brain in there. And they're doing all this weird human sacrifice bullshit, and we've got those bioprocessing objectives now. They could give us a little more. I agree. They don't need to. They don't want to. You know what I mean? Like be giving us great big heapings of text and spam every 2 weeks. Yeah, we're not meant to know anything. We're grunts. It's living inside a propaganda hellscape. We're not meant to have all the information, but they could just sprinkle a little more.
If you choose to reload your
Yeah.
before the current mag is empty, those bullets end up wasted on the ground instead of beating hearts of our
Yeah.
I say waste enemies, not bullets. Brass tactics
Yeah. Absolutely.
are die trying.
Yeah. No, yeah, absolutely. I just have like endless flashbacks of being chased across the battlefield by a conga line of like 19 berserkers, and you'd run like 30 feet, you'd drop, take one out with a whole magazine, then keep running, reload. Literally, it would just take forever. Yeah. Yeah, and I can't kill them. That's what made it feel like Terminator in the early days. Yeah. Whereas now you can move tactically if you're coordinated, or even if you're not coordinated and everyone kind of like, if you drop into a lobby with a load of like level 120 to 150 guys, unless they're complete loose cannons, you're gonna have a pretty smooth time of it, because everyone's figured out intuitively, you know, line of sight, roughly how stealth works, how to use cover, what cannon can't kill you from where. Yeah, everyone gets caught out because that's the game, but it's not so bad. Whereas you can tell, you know what I mean, like you drop into a level 8 and there's a very brave level 11 trying it out, and you're like, here we go.
Greetings, Helldiver. The Galactic War awaits.
I think the major issue we face at the moment is they have not thought through how this DSS thing works. They're either testing the community deliberately, or they just haven't thought the addition through very much, because what the community's crying out for, what I'm certainly crying out for, is tools to coordinate our efforts. At the moment, we have a lot of irons in the fire, and outside of a few larger YouTubers who've sort of kept up over the last few months, about 1,000, probably more, Discord servers, and an unofficial kind of a companion app that the vast majority of people don't use. Yeah, you know what I mean? Now we've got this space station that's supposed to work democratically, but there's no like internal method of coordinating our responses to stuff. So for the last few days, I've been watching assault after assault stall out. The defences tend to draw people's attention. I don't worry about those so much. But people are just following the space station around without stopping to consider the consequences of leaving an ongoing assault. At one point, we were really close on, okay, Lassath's taken now, but it took a long time. Because we were up to like 80%, and then the DSS moved, so everyone moved with the DSS, and it just dropped all the way back down. Yep, and then it happened on the next planet the same day, and it moved back to Lassath, and we're just like, so we could have taken that yesterday, and have taken this one today, but now it's 2 days later and we've got no planets. Yeah. No, absolutely.
The galactic war waits for no one. Are you ready, Helldiver?
I wouldn't go that far, because I think that would be a lot of templating on what I really like about this game, is that the concept of the Helldivers as a military force makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. There's very clearly dark machinations at work, because this is not an effective way to organise anything. But it gives the players the freedom to go where they want to do, they can go and do the things they want to do, basically. And I don't want to take that away from anybody. I think maybe a subtle nod, maybe, like the major orders of this, you've got your orders. For example, there's loads of people fighting on Trandor, out on the very far edge of the Terminid front at the moment. They've been there for days, they've been there for weeks, if I'm honest. They seem determined to throw themselves at Trandor. And I can't for the life of me figure out why, but if that's what they want to do, fair enough. Maybe, at the edge of the supply lines, or if you're far away from where the active fronts are, maybe you get less reinforcements on those planets. Maybe instead of 5 per player, it's 3. Maybe there's longer cooldown times for, increased logistic strain. Just to subtly encourage to make it more of a challenge at the Outer Rim. That might attract people in its own right. The really hardcore guys might go, okay, we'll go out there. But I think that'd be a more interesting way of doing it. I certainly wouldn't want to be locked into things, because sometimes my mate logs on and he's like, I don't really feel like bots today, I want to play bugs. And I'm like, yeah, fair enough, dude, absolutely. Ultimately, I really like the idea of choices and consequences on this whole sort of galactic map strategic, group effort kind. It's a really interesting novel concept. So I think we should, for a start, we should definitely be allowed to fail. We should be allowed to fuck it up. What I don't like is not being given the tools we need to give it a good go. All we need is a couple of menus over here on these bureau terminals that we still don't have a function for, just so it's, an expanded social tab with, you know what I mean, like you say, factions. I think are going to be, people are already crying out for them. People are making their own little guilds and fan clubs. People are going to do what they're going to do. But being able to sort of just get a general indication of like, okay, these are the, you know, you can go to the galactic map and get your own overview of what's going on, but maybe the Bureau suggests that, okay, if we play this defensive gambit over here, we'll have like major war effectiveness, whereas, you know, where if you're going fighting on the outer rim, you're not going to be doing so much. Just being able to get community feedback inside the game where all the players are, rather than having to go to this Discord server, that Discord server, that guy on YouTube who's actually kind of a dickhead, but he gets good information or whatever. You know what I mean? They need to put it in-house, so to speak, take the community in hand, because they've done great so far. Yep. Yep, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, we should be trying to reclaim that sector at all haste, but there's nobody there. No. Oh, most people are morons. This is common knowledge. You'd hope. I think this game does attract folks from a lot of different gaming pools, though. I think we've got a lot of old school multiplayer guys who like the multiplayer aspect. I think you've got a lot of like strategy guys who are there because it's got this war sim kind of feeling to it. And then you've got the people who've seen it on TikTok of everyone having a great time with their mates and going, well, it's a 4-player horde shooter like Left 4 Dead, so we're going to go and do a bit of that. You know what I mean? Like, we have got a bit of a mixed bag of players in here. Yeah, it would be, yeah, just more hands-on, more information on everything would be great. Like I've said before, like, yeah. Yeah, like a maybe not day. It doesn't need to be daily. Like a weekly intel packet. You know what I mean? Just like, oh, here's because you know what I mean. They set the regen rates and like the aggression rates and the spawn rates on different planets, like according to where they want to funnel us and how they want our efforts to be challenged, etc. Just a few insights at the start of the week, like, oh, resistance is really stiff here, it's going to take a lot of divers to take this planet, or resistance is light over here, if you move quickly this could fall really easily. You know what I mean? Like, just don't have to give us everything, or even, I don't know how it will work, it's a bit of a pipe dream suggestion, but give us the ability to figure that stuff out. Give us more stats to look at. Give us information. We've got ships with scanners in orbit of all of these planets that, yeah, so many statistics in this game that we have no idea about. Yeah.
Greetings, Helldiver. The
Yeah,
galactic
so much in the durable damage, handling, all the rest of it. Nope. Like every weapon's got a noise rating for stealth purposes, and we have no idea what they are. You know what I mean? It could be, it'd be interesting to see it done. You know what I mean? Like, the more Helldivers that are on a planet actively fighting, the more intel you have on it. You know what I mean? So you might be able to see the regen rates, or, you know what I mean, like the break points for liberation. The more players are on there, just something, just so that you can look at the map and go, okay, here's a plan.
and then a way to communicate that to the wider community. You know what I mean? Like maybe when you zoom in on the map, you can see like the ghosts of routes that people are suggesting. Some overlays, map overlays. That's my 4X instincts kicking in. I've been playing a lot of Stellaris recently. Rightio, dude. I think you said you were only here for one game, and we've been whittering on for like half an hour. No worries, brother. Catch you next time. Look after yourself.